Joining us is a top English captain of his time, but arguably someone who wrote one of the best books on the art of captaincy, and Mike Brearley is with us, and Mike is up with his new book on form. Mike, since you've written on captaincy and this is about form, just to add both of them together, a question upon it. Is captaincy always a double-edged sword for a lot of people? Because often when captaincy ends, it's said that it's affecting their form. Because it happened with the great Sachin Tendulkar as well.
Yes, on the other hand, someone like Kohli or Strauss or various people have done, or Smith, done better as captain. So I think it's a matter of, it helps if you score a lot of runs and you feel more confident as a captain. And I think that your batting can help your captaincy and vice versa. But if you start to get anxious and nervous, then there's an extra layer, a burden of responsibility and anxiety.
Right. Interesting that you brought Virat Kohli example up, because he's still no longer young in captaincy, about 2 years into it, now leading all forms of the game and seems to revel under it. So what is it about it, of whatever you observed of it from a distance, the fact that he's been able to sort of almost help his own batting form through the time that he's led the team?
Well, first of all, he's a wonderful batsman. Secondly, he's a very determined and aggressive man. I mean, a good aggression, as far as I'm concerned, what I've seen. And he seems to revel in the Test and international competitions. And so I think he feels at home on the stage of international cricket. And he feels at home as captain. And I think he's very fortunate and very lucky. India's lucky.
Final question on this whole talk about the need to have a check and balance in the entire environment. Thought that was brought in by Graham Smith as well, where he said he thought he was a bit impatient, or he was suggesting that, and he predicted that he'd probably not go on and have a long captaincy career. You see merit in those thoughts?
As I said in my talk, I think that everyone has their Achilles heel and is liable to fall short in some way or another. And it may be that Virat Kohli is impatient. It may that may be. I don't know him well enough to know. And sometimes you have to let things continue for a while. But as I say, in that last innings at Johannesburg, I thought the Indian team, including him, did keep optimistic, even though they didn't take wickets for a long time. And eventually they started to take wickets, and all of a sudden they won. So I thought he did very well there.
Can I slip in one final question on how much can this Johannesburg test help Indian cricket? Because this whole talk of India not playing well overseas, these were trying conditions.
Very trying conditions, and they won fair and square. And I think it's a great performance.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.